Oh. So, this is the Path podcast where we talk about the things that are going to help you get on the path of your success. We also talk about the things that are going to help you when you're already working. Welcome to the show. And also, good evening, Kuba.
Good evening from TSEC. So, what are we going to talk about today?
Today, we are going to talk about Nofap, as we promised like 8 episodes ago. And yeah, that's probably going to be the whole episode only about NoFap. We might deviate from the topic a bit, but probably not much.
Okay, I'll buy Nofap. Like, I've been on Nofap for over a year now. I think, like, since June 18, 2020. So, it's been quite a while. What about you?
Well, I've been trying for like a long time. Like I can probably remember when I started, but it must have been at least 2 years ago is where I like started kind of dabbling into NoFap and the benefits of it. And so I tried it out. Obviously, first like 800 attempts were like 2 days, and then I relapsed. And then after like a year, I guess, of trying, I just fully committed to. To be honest, I don't remember what exactly happened, but after like seriously, like after a year, I just kind of like w went and did it again, and I didn't fap for like many months. I don't even remember how, like I cannot remember how I just like started and how it went from having urges to completely just being okay. I think it has to do something with me starting to work out. That probably helped a lot because it took the mental energy somewhere else. Also the physical energy, obviously, but the mental energy. I was just more focused on working out, so I didn't have that much time for it. But after like I don't know, I think it was like half a year, I relapsed. I felt like shit, and I was just like, fuck, I'm not ever coming back to that. So I basically just had like brain fog for 3 days, and my whole body felt like really like lethargic. Like I felt really stiff and tight, and everything was just like uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable in my own body for the first time in like half a year. So I was like, fuck, I'm never coming back to this. And I haven't. So now I'm on like day 260 or something. I don't remember. But because I don't I have a counter in my phone, but I only look at it like every once in a while to just be like, oh, cool, it's been like another month, you know?
Yeah. For me, I've actually, like, since the first time I want to do Nofap until my last relapse, I think that was, like, at least 3 years. 3 years trying, probably. Like, I remember when the thing, NoFap November came out, right? Like, I remember the first
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first time the shit came out, right? I think it was 2017. Like, that was the first
Yeah.
time I actually want to quit, but I lasted like 6 days. And then the next November, I lasted like 6 days. And the one after that, probably two. And then actually, the first one I actually completed was the one in last year. But, like, yeah, I tried a lot, and yeah, it took me like, I think, 3 years, and I've been into that shit since, I don't know, man, like probably elementary school. Like, it was fucked up, to be honest. Like, I was actually, I don't know, man. I was just fucking addicted to that shit. Like, I would, like, do that shit like 10 times, ten
Oh,
times a week, probably,
I'm
man.
sorry. I'm sorry that I'm like, you know, talking right
Yeah,
now
yeah.
when you were talking, but interrupting, that's the word. But I don't think that we explained what like fapping is. For some people that are not like English speakers, they might not know that like masturbation, that's what we're talking
Yeah,
about. And like watching porn. That's
yeah, that,
what we're talking about.
yeah.
So
So
like continue, but I just wanted
yeah,
to point
so
that out.
I think I was doing it since I was like I know like 11 or something, and I quit when I was 17. So that was a long time. And yeah, at first it was already. I don't know. At first, when I was young, I'm still young, but when I was like a kid, I'm still a kid, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I
I
was
guess,
like,
yeah.
I didn't see the negative effects of it, but once I grew up, I don't know, it was really not good for my mentality, and I just got lazy and shit, and like a lot of times I would
I
wake
I
up
know
and
what you mean, but when you were in that time, you didn't notice. Like
yeah,
when you
yeah, yeah,
look back
exactly.
now, you can see, but when you're actually like in the process of doing it, you just don't notice. It's normal to you.
Yeah,
Like for
yeah,
me,
exactly.
uh like right now, I'm gonna give a different example. Like right now, since I work out like 2 hours a day, my energy is like super high. When I come down from the energy, like I feel like shit, but when I really think about it, that's what I felt like pretty much my whole life, and I didn't even like notice it or like wanted to change it because I didn't know how good it could be. The same with like the mental clarity I get from I don't know if it's from Nofap only, but like I'm just right now my mind is just like clear. Like I don't have any brain fog, and I know that for the people that have brain fog all the time, they don't know what it's like to not have brain fog. So they just think that it's always like cluttered and shit. But most of the time now, I'm just focused. I'm, I'm like, I'm just focused. I don't know how to. It's a feeling more than like the state of the mind, in my opinion. You know?
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I had a lot of brain fog too. I think for me it's a combination of everything, like not only
Absolutely.
no fat, but also like eating better, sleeping better, exercising, and just being productive and not spending all my time on social media and stuff like that. I think that also like helps brain fog and being
Yeah.
more mindful, I guess, as well. So meditation might also help. Yeah, I try to
Yeah. Yeah.
meditate now. It helps me a lot. But yeah, with NoFap, so I actually quit once I also started taking like working out seriously and my diet seriously and school seriously. I started reading books. I just started bettering everything, Like I started changing my lifestyle. But before
Yeah.
that,
Same.
I've had like 2 week streaks, But then I would relapse and then I would just binge like fucking relapse 5 times in the same day and shit like that, and then we just completely fall off the wagon, and then try again, and maybe I would last like 3 to 4 days and then just relapse again. And yeah, it was getting better because there was also a time where I would just do it every day, Like I would come back from school, and sometimes even before school, dude. I would wake up and like that would be the first thing I would do. So yeah, it was getting out of hand, but I didn't really see it as a problem until I really tried to quit, because then I realized it is a problem. It's like, nah, man, this is getting out of hand. Yeah, and then once I quit, I actually like since that day I never relapsed, but I did like a few times. I still watch porn and shit, but like I never like fully relapsed after that. So yeah, and yeah, also after that time I also lost weight. I also got into reading books. I just had more mental space, I guess, and energy for other shit, like more beneficial than watching fucking porn and shit.
Yeah. I guess when you like I have this same experience as you do, in my opinion. Like the only time where I like actually stuck with it was when I had like other good habits. So when I started going to the gym, like no fab was not really a problem anymore. It's just like, all right, I guess we're doing this. Same with the gym. I was some I th feel like this is a problem of commitment. Like some people are just not committed enough,
Yeah.
so they have a problem like doing shit. But for me, when I went to the gym, I'm like, all right, I guess like this is my life now. So I'm going to the
Yeah,
gym
yeah,
four
for
times a
me.
week, and like that kind of translated into everything. And I just really I didn't have a problem after I started working out and overall like bettering myself. I just saw it as like I guess a weakness, you know? I just was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to feel like shit. I don't want to, you know. Obviously, I didn't want to break the streak because it got larger, and so I was basically at like I don't know, like 90 days, and I was like, all right, let's see how far I can push this. And now we're at like day 260, and I'm not even thinking about it. Like it's not a problem anymore. Obviously, I have some urges left sometimes, but I'm just like, nope, like not gonna masturbate. I'm just not going to, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I also had the same mindset. I don't want to ruin it, but in the first few months, I think even if you find really good habits and all those things, you're still gonna get the urges because you're trying to break a habit of
For sure,
fapping.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. It's an
like
addiction, you know?
yeah, it's an addiction. Exactly. So the only way to beat it is to just not react to the urges. But at first, that can be hard, but eventually, once you do it a couple times, uh, it becomes easier and easier, and the urges become less intense.
Manageable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like for me, now I can just be sitting at home, bored as shit, and not even think about that. Like I just find something else to do and not fucking fapping. Or, like back in the day when I was home alone, that was the first thing that came to mind. So I was like, oh shit. I better bust that one out, when I was home alone. But
Yeah.
right now, I'm now actually home alone. So I've been home like almost the entire day. I just went to the gym and I also went for a walk. But the urge, like, it barely comes to mind. Like, I would say almost never. And even if it comes up, it's not really like an intense urge that I have to put all my willpower into anymore. It's just like more of a thought, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So yeah, but did you also go on like long streaks before you finally went on your long streak, or was it for you just like
Well, I had like my longest streak was probably like 31 days, and then I was like, well, I don't know if I feel any better, so I'm just gonna try to fap. And I guess I didn't really get the benefits that come from doing it 90 days. So I mean, I guess it's not exactly 90 days, it's around
yeah,
that ballpark. But I just had like a month, and then I was just like 2 months I was normally like fapping. And then I did like 2 weeks, and then again, and then like I don't even remember when I started going to the gym. I think it was December 2019. Something I think it was in December. I'm not sure, but that's not really relevant. I just started going to the gym, and then I had my first long streak, which was like 140 days. I didn't really relapse. Like it was kind of like half asleep. I woke up and I was still half asleep, and I just finished. I don't know like why. And then I woke up and I felt like shit, and I was like thinking if I should like count it as a relapse or not. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just count it as a relapse. Doesn't matter. I'm doing this for life anyway. So that was like an end of like a 140-day streak, and I ended that. Which, if I didn't count that, it would probably be over a year right now. Because, yeah, it would probably be around a year right now, maybe even more. But I did count it and I started over. And since I felt like shit for like the entire week after, I was like, that was like a really convincing thing for me that I just don't want to feel like that ever. And so I just never did it again. Obviously, I like thought about it, but since it was like already like half a year into it, when I started again, the urges weren't that strong, you know? They were like manageable because I already managed them for the 140 days before. But really, I think that it's like it holds everything together
Yeah,
somewhat. Like all the like it's kind of the whole thing, like working out, reading, Nofap, and like obviously like taking care of yourself and being positive. It's all connected, and if you break one thing off, like all the other things start kind of like breaking off as well.
yeah,
And so it's just like when you start taking slack on your diet, then you kind of skip a workout, then you know, like don't read that day, and then if you don't stop yourself like fast enough, that's a really slippery slope, and you're gonna be back where you were. I'm not saying that you're gonna get fat like in a week, but mentally you're gonna be back where you were before. You're gonna be still, you're gonna have the experience, but because you weren't disciplined and you let yourself slack off for too long, you're basically going to be where you started, maybe even at a worse place, and you're gonna have to restart again. So that's why it's really important to hold like no fap, exercise, diet, and like everything else together and not like break the chain. And that is going to really build momentum and move you forward in my opinion.
yeah, yeah. No, it's true. Cause like if you don't hold the line on one thing, it's like a downward spiral, bro. Like I experienced that a couple months ago, and I actually recently just got out of it. Like I started slacking my diet and like binge eating and shit. And then eventually, that's also the time where I thought I might have relapsed with Nofap because then I also started feeling like mentally shit and I got brain fog in that time and all the other shit. Like I didn't skip workouts, but I would skip stretching a few times, and that's really when the fucking downward spiral kicks in. Like for me, just taking a break of social media for a while helped, and kind of meditating more and shit and being more mindful. Started reading again because I also didn't read for a pretty long time. And yeah, now I'm even more committed to not make the same mistakes again because I still know I can go back to the place where I once were if I just drop my guard completely, you know. So I'm more, I guess, on guard right now for slacking. So that's good. And yeah, Nofap was one of the first, I guess, steps I took. But I didn't. I want to also talk about how you quit because when I quit, I didn't go like I guess cold turkey. I mean, with vaping I did, but like I still would watch porn from time to time, you know. And that only over time I started watching less porn until I didn't watch it at all, and that's when I really experienced all the benefits, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So we went full on hard mode.
So you just went like no fapping and no porn in one go, or what?
Well, I did go no porn, but well, wait, fuck, I don't know how to like wrap this. I don't know, like I would still text with girls, you know, and you occasionally get some pictures, I guess. You know, so I don't know if you can like I didn't fab to it, but
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know if you can count.
I
I guess
wouldn't
you
count it as a
can.
relapse because it's no fap, you know.
What? Well, I didn't like hear you whatsoever.
Oh,
I
like
understand you.
so you still watch some erotic stuff from time to time, so.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah, that's
I
how
did
we
it as
call
well,
it.
so, but I wouldn't count it as a relapse because I mean it's
No, I
not
didn't. I
good,
didn't.
but
No, no, no.
for me
It
that
wasn't a no fab, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I did relapse a few times with like watching porn and stuff, but like after like June last year, I never relapsed again with fapping. I mean, I got wet dreams, but that's you can't prevent that,
Like
you know.
control. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, yeah, but also, yeah, I don't know, man, how long it took for me to like really get over it. Well, it was fucked up, man. Because like that shit actually, it's proven that it like fucks up your brain. Like your brain thinks you're actually getting sex, you know. So it's not gonna motivate you to actually find a partner or some shit. Like I've read that a lot.
Yeah, that's a fucking problem because most like the biggest problem is I have not like no problem with like masturbation and porn. I have a problem when like fucking teens. I mean, I am a teen, so you know I should shut the fuck up. But uh, like kids get into this and they like I don't know, like this is cliche as fuck, but they see women as like objects to have sex with, not to like actually people. So obviously, first of all, like I'm gonna talk about the woman's side of things after a while, but they are, or for, I'm gonna talk from my perspective. So first of all, I'm gonna tell you what it did to me, and I'm not saying this is only the nofap because I know that other shit has helped also. But since I started nofap, I became just more confident. Obviously, which is something I have to work on, is like approaching random like people and girls more, you know. I have anxiety. Doesn't mean I don't do it. Like I mostly don't do it because I'm a fucking pussy, but it's better than it was before. And like normally keeping up with the conversation with girls is not a problem anymore. It was before because I was not confident and all I could think was fucking sex, you know? So that obviously does not help. And so what happened to me is that I just started acting like a normal person, and that has transformed my relationships with pretty much everybody like to the better. And I'm not saying that this is only because of NoFap. I know that since I started exercising and eating well, my confidence like increased because of those things as well. But I don't think that if I would watch porn now, that the mindset would change. Like I might have been more confident even without NoFap, but I would not, be the same person. I would not think the same way as I do now. And that is probably the biggest problem with porn is that guys, or I'm gonna talk from my perspective, but I think that guys only think about sex, or mostly, so they cannot keep up conversation without being awkward, and girls can pick up on that. And another thing is that's a problem that like young girls, I don't know, like teenage girls, see that and think that porn is life, and that's how it's in real life, and they think that all the guys want that, and that they should be willing to, you know, do anal or whatnot, and they don't know that that's not really how it works, and they just like so from both sides, porn kind of fucks with the mindset, and so when a normal guy approaches a girl, she's gonna think that he wants that, so she's probably gonna reject him or might reject him because of that. And when a guy that's addicted comes to a normal girl, she's gonna like think that all the guys are like that, so it just fucks with society, in my opinion. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I feel
Also,
like I described it pretty shitty
yeah. I also
way.
think it fucks up the standards for like what the guys think sex is like. You know,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
what the fuck they see on Pornhub is like different than real life. You know, and like also for me, like I had the same struggles. I guess like my confidence got really low because of it. Like I shit you not. Like I would only talk to girls if I was like drunk. Like I had to be drunk as fuck. Also, I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even come up to a girl, man. But like,
Yeah,
yeah, Nofap
that's
helped a
still
lot.
a problem with me now, though.
Yeah, with
You
me
know?
too, cause that shit is gonna take long to like get over completely. Like
Yeah,
it's
and
better
it's
now.
mostly probably like it's mostly just going to take us like approaching people without like being pussies. I know that I have it like
Yeah,
that. I just don't approach people, and I'm
Yeah.
like fucking mad.
Yeah, me neither. Like, I don't think only Nofap played into that, but like when I was younger, I also was addicted as fuck to gaming and shit. So I think that also played a role in that, because like my life when I was really addicted to gaming was just the computer screen, and fucking
Yeah, exactly.
Pornhub and shit. So I didn't know anything besides that. Like when I was talking to friends in school, it was about games or about gaming after school. And when I came back from school, I would game or fap or some shit like that. So I didn't really see the outside world for what it was, and I also didn't really have connections except like other gamers and shit. And that only got better once I really started taking care of myself and shit, and like actually hang around people. Uh, how do I say that? Hang around people that I want to be like. How do
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
like let's say you're an alcoholic, you're gonna hang around with people who drink, right? So yeah, so also in that time I also took like I guess a break of social media, and really just I think I stopped gaming for a long time. Right now I do it in like moderation, like maybe 1 hour a week or something, not 7 hours a day, like I did in high school. Like it was actually crazy, man. If you looked at my Steam hours back in the day. Well, anyway, back to Nofap. So yeah, it also fucked up my standards of women. Like when I saw women, I automatically thought about the shit I saw on Pornhub and shit. So that didn't go well. But as soon as I got on like a bit of longer streaks, like 2 weeks, I instantly saw that that was getting better. So I already knew like NoFap was something that would benefit me in the long run. So that's why I kept trying. And yeah, it did really help, but I still have a lot of work because those years of just being socially awkward still need to be corrected, even though they're better now. I think I have a long way to go to really get confident of just coming up to a random guy or girl and just starting a conversation. Like right now, I can hold a conversation, but I usually don't start it. It's
Yeah, yeah, I have
yeah,
the
it's
same. I
usually
guess
me on
I
the
guess it's a problem. Yeah.
yeah
I
for
have
me
the
too.
same. Yeah, I have the same problem. Like when somebody comes up to me, I have no problem with that. I'm absolutely okay keeping up a conversation. I would say that I'm like funny and shit. And I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous at all when I'm talking. I'm a little bit nervous when I'm talking in front of a lot of people, but I even when I'm nervous, it's not like something that's going to stop me. But starting the conversation is like the biggest problem for me, and I need to. And when I'm thinking about this, I need to fucking change that because it's annoying as shit that I cannot like come up to a person and say, "What's up?" Like I've done it like many times, but it's still a problem because what I've done at my school is I've just made fun of it. I just said hi to like everyone. Like and with my friend, he was just cringing at this, but then he started doing it as well. We would just like walk down like our school, and there was like people there. I'm just like, "What's up?" And obviously, some of them said hi back, and I didn't. I need to like say hi and then ask them a question so that I can keep up conversation. Because when you say hi, they just say hi back and like conversation over.
Yeah,
So that's not really what I want for the conversation to you know, accomplish.
yeah,
I want to like have a normal conversation. So I need to kind of just I know what to do. The only thing I need to do is just like go out and do it. I'm just a pussy and I'm not doing it.
yeah, yeah,
But like I deviated from the nofap topic. This
yeah.
is something that we need to make a podcast on and like make a challenge so that we both get out of our comfort zones because this is fucking a problem.
I agree, man. Like fucking public interviews or some shit, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, once you said about the hi and he says hi back, and that's conversation over. Like I know some people, like I know them. They were like old classmates, and like I come across them sometimes, and like the conversations are also like hi hi, and then he's like, what's up, I'm good, what about you? He's like, good, and that's it. I'm like, okay, that was a fun conversation, man. Like, I also get a lot of those conversations, you know, and I don't think they're any better if I'm honest, but well, I guess it's still something to work on. But like, I know that people don't really care. Like, if you tell them something, they're not gonna
Yeah.
go to sleep thinking about what you said. But even knowing that, really, I don't know. I forget it
Yeah, it
when I'm
still
in the
stops
moment.
you. Yeah. And like the thing is that even if they don't say something back, like they're not saying anything right now. Like what's the difference, you know? You're
Yeah,
just gonna
true.
be embarrassed in front of a person that you're never gonna see again. So,
Yeah,
like I know all the mental tricks, I just don't fucking do.
yeah, for real, man.
Like I know all the reasons why it's not a problem. Like, and if somebody comes up to me and they're nice, I'm like, that was like, usually that makes my day. I'm not even kidding.
Same,
When
same.
somebody comes up to me and he's like super nice, and I can give you an example. I was shooting some basketball, and this lady, I was just alone, and I was just shooting free throws for like, I don't know, like 40 minutes, just free throws, no repetition, like no nothing different. I was just like getting after it. And this lady comes up to me and she's like, "Practice makes perfect. Good luck," or something like that. And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's go." And I sometimes think about this, and like seriously, that made my day. I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's
That's
go."
good, bro.
You know?
That's good.
I was like two sentences, and I was like happy.
Fuck yeah, bro. Dude, well, I want to go off the topic again. But yesterday I was working somebody in, right? Because I work a lot now because I don't have school anymore. Like for a couple
Yeah.
of weeks, it's summer vacation. But this dude, like, we started talking a bit because I was working him in the entire day, so it would be weird if we weren't talking at all, you know. And he
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I run a lot, you know." I was like, "Dude, you for real?" "Me too, man." And he was like, "Really? Like, how far have you ran?" I was like, half marathon was my longest." This motherfucker ran an ultra marathon, dude. I was like, "What the
Oh
fuck, dude?"
shit.
I was like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, and then we got into running, like talking about running a lot. And I was like, "Yeah, box too." And he was really into boxing, like not the sport
Oh
itself,
shit.
but like
Nice.
watching boxing. So that was pretty fun. And like, you know, if I didn't ask if I didn't ask anything at all, then I wouldn't have that conversation as well. So like even the good experiences I have from conversations in the past, I know it still doesn't always push me to start a random conversation, I guess. And I'm
Yeah,
not
man.
saying
Can
you
you stop
always
the
need to do it,
recording?
but
Can you stop recording? My battery's running low. I'll be
oh,
right back.
all right. Okay, so we had a break for a while, but we're back now. So what's up?
Yeah, so we were talking about meeting people, and to be honest, I don't really care that this is not about NoFap because this is important, or I think it's important for sure. No, it is important. Fuck off. It is for sure important. You know,
Yeah,
like
meeting people's good.
having social skills is important as fuck because you ain't getting nowhere without people. And if you can't like talk to people, then how the fuck do you think that any person will work with you or help you or be motivated and inspired by you or basically like do anything if you don't talk to them, you know? Do
Oh,
anything that you want.
I actually started taking a step to getting more confident from starting random conversations. So now, when I'm at the gym and I'm alone, I don't bench in the squat rack anymore. I just go up to someone who's resting and say, "Yo, can you give me a spot?"
Oh, nice, nice.
And like yesterday, no, not yesterday. Monday, I was benching and I asked this guy for a spot, and he almost touched the bar. And it's like, no, it's okay, you know. So I pushed the weight up, and he was like, "Bro, you don't need a spot, man. You're strong as fuck." That made my day, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "Hell yeah, bro."
Nice.
Yeah, and
Fuck
like,
man, the gym is such a friendly place though. Like I cannot I don't think I've ever found a place where it's not where it's the same, you know? Or
yeah,
maybe it is, I just didn't notice, you know?
yeah, like everyone's going after it.
Yeah, and like everyone's nice, and I think I am just blind to this, but everyone in like most people in real life are nice. I just don't say hi to them and talk to them, you know? But in the gym, I'm just like, what's up? Like,
Yeah, I feel
how are
you.
you, man? What are you doing today? So maybe I am just an idiot and I think that the gym is the best, even though the world is the best.
I guess that makes sense, bro.
I have to find out. Fuck, man. Like I live in a village, which is kind of a problem because I know everybody here and everybody knows me. So like meeting new people is like not gonna happen, you know?
Yeah,
Like
true, true.
so the only thing that I need to do is just like go to the
Travel.
town and just like say hi to people there, which is still something that I need to do. And what you know what helps? You know, going out with friends and doing that shit.
Yeah,
That's really it's inspiring to do that shit. And I need to do that more because I need to improve. Fuck, like this is like a such a problem or like an area I need to improve on. I just need to focus on that now, you know?
yeah, me too. Cause like I want to get be a personal trainer eventually, and like if I want to
Yeah.
motivate others, like I can't
Yeah, so
expect them to
you
motivate
need
them.
to talk.
I need to fire them up. So I need to really work on that. But yeah, I'm gonna get there. It's just gonna take quite a while, but I'm pretty sure I will get there if I just don't give up. So
Yeah, man, like if you have time, you can probably train people just like for free now to just get the experience, you know? That's what
yeah,
I'm
I was
actually
thinking of that.
actually that's what I'm doing right now.
Really?
I'm actually doing that right now. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I was thinking of that
Yeah,
as
I just
well.
posted on Instagram that like I
Oh, I'm
can
gonna
since
check
I
that out.
like I have experience with that. Like
Fuck,
if you want if somebody wants to be trained by me for free, obviously you have to like put that in big letters because that's what people hear.
yeah, I'll give like more advice, I guess, because like people come up to me and ask me like, is this program good? Is this good? Is this good? And I
Yeah,
explain
yeah,
to them like I give them my knowledge at least, and but
yeah. But I mean, like training people like in real life might really prepare you for the job you're gonna do, you know?
yeah, true, man. Yeah, man, I'm excited to go to the new school, bro. For real.
And to be honest, you don't even like need any certifications to be like a trainer, you know? Or I don't think so because if you do, then I'm breaking the law. But
I don't think you need
um,
to do, but I think there are a lot of people who are just jacked and never studied anything and just summing up
yeah,
programs. So,
yeah, yeah,
like, I don't think it's necessary, but I think it might help me, and I just want to also expand my knowledge. So,
yeah. Try it, man. Just like
yeah,
get,
exactly.
and this is like a big thing. Don't get too many people because then you're like fuck. Like everyone wants, or if you
Yeah,
get more people, like all of them have to be in a gym because I have like few people that don't have a gym at all and few people that have a full gym and so everybody has to be different and everyone has a different goal and so like planning out everyone specifically and not kind of like grouping people together where like okay you want to get jacked and this guy wants to get jacked and you have kind of the same things like I can give you the same advice, you know, not
yeah,
gonna be
not everyone.
that different.
Yeah. True. I mean, there are a lot of trainers who just sell out pre-made programs, but I don't think that's. I mean, if it's a cheap program, I get it, but if I think custom plans are way better if you want to
Yeah,
train
yeah, for sure.
like a plan
Yeah, yeah,
that
for sure.
exactly like for you. I mean, I've never had a personal trainer myself, so I just trained myself, but
Yeah, me neither.
like I just
So we both basically don't know what we're talking about
yeah
when we talk
yeah
about
I just
training.
learned myself, bro.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah,
David Goggins, bro.
exactly.
Did you actually back to Nofap? Did you actually have someone that like inspired you to do it, or did you know
No,
about it from
I
someone?
I, I didn't know. Fuck, I don't remember where I found out about it. I don't remember. I have no idea. Like some people are popping into my head, but I don't know. I don't remember who. Oh, maybe Improvement Pill. You know who that is?
Oh yeah, dude, I saw his video as well, dude. yeah, I know.
Maybe that's from him. I think I definitely saw his videos when I was like starting. So maybe he was the yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably it. I started getting into self-improvement and I saw that video and I was like, let's try it, you know? Maybe that was it. I don't know.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I tried as well, but yeah, I know that dude. I watched quite a bit of his videos as well.
Yeah, I
Uh,
like him. He's nice.
yeah, for me, I found out about it. Yeah, with the first NoFap November. I failed that one
Yeah.
miserably. Like after
Yeah,
one
like
day.
I think that was like where I found no, that wasn't it. No, for sure. Because I know that when I heard about it, I already knew about NoFap, so I was like,
Okay.
oh yeah, this is like a yearly thing. I don't remember, but I think it was the improvement pill guy.
What do you think about people? Actually, the majority of people, like society, kind of normalizes porn addiction. Don't you think so? Like
Well,
they.
like society normalizes drinking alcohol,
Yeah.
so
Okay. True.
like it doesn't and like being fat and not working
Yeah,
out and
dude. I
hating your
fucking hate
job.
that shit, man.
So society is pretty fucked up, you know,
Yeah.
because
Soft motherfucker shit.
people because most people are lazy as fuck and don't want to do any work.
Yep.
And yeah, that's not good. And I don't think that it's a problem of not knowing. For porn, maybe. For porn, maybe it's a
Yeah.
problem that people don't know that it has bad effects. But like for exercise and diet, people fucking know that
Yeah.
what's
For
good
real.
and bad, you know? They know that how to lose weight. They know that they have to just eat less, you know?
Yeah.
But they want to find the easiest diet to,
The magic pill,
you
bro.
know, yeah, to fucking take a supplement and lose 20 pounds in like one day. And that's not how it fucking works, you know? And most people don't want to hear that or believe that, so they just fucking try to find something that works when they know that the only thing that's gonna work is just like hard work that's gonna pay off.
Yeah. For real.
But I think that I don't know, like I don't think it's society's fault that they're normalizing it. I mean, it is, but I don't think that the most people know that it has bad effects on your mind and body, so they just don't see it as a problem when, you know, it feels good for like 2 seconds,
Yeah,
and
bro.
then you feel like shit for a
Short
week.
term gratification. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
and
even before I knew about NoFap, I thought it was not really that good because I always told myself, oh, like this is the last time, for example, when I would do it, I would say, oh yeah, this is the last time, you know. So deep down, I think I knew it was not really
yeah,
good. Yeah,
yeah, I think
so
so. Yeah,
yeah, and about the other shit, yeah, like okay, porn addiction, I kind of understand why some people normalize it, but like with fucking obesity and shit, nah, bro, that shit is not normal, man. Like you're gonna
yeah,
fucking
it's
die
not.
of
It's
morbid obesity, man, and
yeah.
like other shit. But
Yeah,
well,
people are afraid to be uncomfortable. That's the problem, you
yeah,
know?
true. Like you can just work a 9 to 5 office job and just watch Netflix and order takeout, and you can just survive.
Yeah, like they think that they're like what they want to achieve in life is comfort. And that's like such a dumb thing
Yeah,
to
dude, I
do.
hate it. I mean, I'm gonna get pissed off, but like, I hate when people like that's their goal to live a comfortable life.
Yeah, to be
I don't know.
comfortable. I'm
I
like,
get pissed off when
bitch,
I hear that. I'm
no.
like, nah, bro.
Yeah,
Be
same.
uncomfortable every day of your life.
Yeah,
Like fucking Goggins, bro. That's,
that's hilarious. Yeah, Goggins is for sure comfortable all the time, you know? That guy doesn't get uncomfortable whatsoever.
yeah, for real. He's soft poopy pants, man.
Yeah, no, seriously though, like people, and I actually had a conversation with my mom's friend because we had a party last week or on Saturday, I guess. And we just talked about life, you know, and we talked about Jocko, and then we talked about Tim Grover, if you know who that is.
Who?
Tim Grover, he's the trainer or he trained Jordan and Kobe. He actually wrote 2 books. Wait, I have them here. He wrote Relentless
Shit,
and
never
Winning.
heard of it.
You have to read that shit, man.
All
It
right,
is
brother.
Relentless is such a great book. It is like I don't even know how long it is. It's probably like 9 years old or something like that. 2013, so fuck like 8 years old.
I'll check it out, bro.
And yeah, it's about becoming unstoppable and how like the mindset of like real winners like Jordan, Kobe, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And winning is about like winning, and what it takes to win on a consistent basis. And it's both of those books are amazing. I would definitely recommend it. And we just talked about life, We talked about how people would rather, you know, not do the work and get more money than actually do something that they enjoy. And we talked about, for example, he works at a firm, and the people there, like, they don't want to fix the problem when it's not like they don't want to be better. They just want to stay the same until there's a problem, and that's when, like, the problem being, like, the company is going to fucking die.
Yeah,
And that's when they're looking to the problem instead of like when people say there's a problem, they go fix it. That's what I respect about Elon Musk, that he knows about problems that are like at the bottom of his company, Like if there's a cleaner that has a problem, he knows about it and he knows how to fix it and he's interested and he's always like improving on shit, which makes him one of the best CEOs in the world. And I extremely respect him for that. And we also talked about like discipline and what it takes to be great in life. And we also talked about working out because he is overweight right now, but he still works out a lot and he just he's now getting his shit together with his diet. And I'm like, fuck man, that's great. And we also talked about how inspiring people by being your best self is like one of the most noble things you can do because like it's incredible how much people you can inspire when you show them your wins. You show them it's possible because how are people going to win or want to win when they don't see it anywhere and they don't know if it's possible. So that's why I think that it's extremely important and also like noble to show people your wins and inspire them by your winning because you don't know who's first of all you don't know who's watching you and who's being inspired by you, and second of all like it really helps the people that fucking don't know what to do and don't know if they can do something, is that they just see that it's possible and you show them that it's possible and then they go out and get better because of you, and then they come back to you and you just like help people around you and the people that you help they help other people and they just create this ripple effect and you help so many people without even knowing. That's
yeah,
it's
that's true.
incredible.
Yeah, it's true, definitely. Like when I got better as well, so like a lot of people would also come up to me for advice and shit. So it really shows like once you put into work and other people see what is possible to achieve, like they also want to achieve it, but it's still not easy. I think yeah, it's still really hard, but it's possible. So yeah, I don't know. For me, it's worth it. I made the decision a long time ago that just bettering yourself and being uncomfortable is just worth it. It's way better than where I used to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I have absolutely like nothing to add. It is always, in my opinion, it is better to try to be better. But if you're happy being fucking, overweight, being not being better than you are currently, then like more power to you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying what I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. I'm not gonna force you to be better.
Yeah,
But
exactly. If you,
I think most people that come up for advice are not happy. So for
yeah,
most people
exactly.
that are even watching this, like I mean, they are happy, but they want to get better. I think. you know,
Yeah, that's
like
not satisfied.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like and maybe I was happy at a few times when I was fat and shit, but like if I would still be that when I was 50 years old, like I would waste like the majority of my life. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's like what David Goggins said, you know? Once I'm 50, I can reflect on the guy I never became, or I can just totally turn it around. So yeah, I think it's way better
Yeah.
to just fucking become a beast and just not give a shit about discomfort and shit.
Anyway, like back to NoFap, we kind of really deviated from the topic. Did we even talk about the benefits of it? I don't think we did.
No, I don't think we did. I don't think we did.
I think we talked about one, which is like being more
Mentally,
confident.
yeah, mental clarity at the
Yeah, let's
start,
talk
right?
about that, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So, what are all the benefits you experience? Because I don't know if everyone experiences the same, but
Well, for me, it's more confidence. Again, like this is probably connected with more shit than just like NoFap. Being able to keep up a conversation. This is probably NoFap mostly. Then more energy. Again, this is probably connected with other shit, but I think that helps. It helps with energy. Mental clarity. That shit's insane. Like really focused, clear mind, not I don't know, like I don't know how to describe it. It's like when you eat shit, but people that eat shit and fap, they don't like they have like a double layer. I feel like there's when I fapped, there was like a fog between me and my thoughts, and I just couldn't see clearly what I was thinking, and it was just all kind of fucked up. So that's another huge benefit. Um, I don't know, sex drive improved probably a lot. When like it wasn't bad, but it's higher now. And I don't know, that's like I think there are more benefits. I'm just not that conscious of them.
yeah, yeah. For me, also the mental clarity is one part.
Yeah.
Confidence definitely improved, and I also think that's a combination of all the shit I did in my self improvement journey, and not just NoFap. So that's one thing, and I guess the biggest thing is that I don't feel out of control of my own actions. Like that was
Oh
the
yeah.
biggest,
Yeah.
because I felt powerless against the urge. You know, at first I felt like this shit is just gonna consume me, and I can't do anything against it. And now I don't feel that way, and I think uh, that's the biggest benefit for me, that I overcame an addiction, because it's not easy. It's a fucking addiction, you know. So
Yeah,
that was the biggest for
that is
me,
true.
and that also gave me a sense of power, and like also motivated and inspired me to keep going with all the other shit and just push myself really hard. And also like my dopamine. I mean, I don't know shit about the brain, but the dopamine, the dopamine stuff and shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I don't need to do uh, things like fapping and shit to get the same dopamine effects. Like I can now just
Yeah.
hit the gym or read a book or something, and I feel happy and good. So I don't need to do go to the extremes to get the same amount of dopamine now, which is also way better. Because I also think fapping and porn fucks up your your whole brain. So that's
Yeah.
also a big
Yeah, it is an addiction, because
yeah, exactly.
for most people are addicted to porn and they just like the urge. I think it's built up mental toughness and that just like translates into other areas of my life. I definitely experienced that as well. Where like I can and also self like clarity about like what I'm doing, that probably also was affected by meditation, where I can catch myself before I do something that I'm not supposed to do. There's like there's like a second of hesitation that there used to be a second, now it's like 2 minutes of like, should I do this? And I have more time to decide
Yeah, yeah,
to just not do it, and I usually decide not to do it. So I think it's just usually when you get the urge when you're addicted to it, you just don't really even think about it, you just start. And you're like, okay, I guess I'm doing this. But when you're a nofap, you kind of flip the switch where you're like, okay, something's happening right now, and I'm sure not supposed to do that. And then you're like starting to debate your like it's you have an angel on this side and the devil on this side, and they're just like
yeah.
fucking
Exactly. That's how I
arguing.
that's how I feel.
and they're just like arguing, and you're like, fuck, who should I listen to, you know? And that usually, when you're really addicted, the devil wins and is like, boom,
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
And when you're nofap, after a while, the devil, it's not that the devil is talking less, it's just that you are more convinced that you should listen to the angel. You know, you're more like, okay, I can see that I want to do this, but I'm not going to do it because I know that it's not worth it right now. And that just probably that's also like my brain developed more because I didn't think like that all the time. But now I more think in the future, like, okay, if I do this now, what's gonna happen? Like, if I actually do this, what's gonna be the effects of that? And if I don't do this, what is going to be the benefit of it? And I usually not doing something bad when like I don't do the bad thing because I know that not doing it is better. So I think that's a kind of a mental trick that translates from nofap to your life.
Yeah,
That's what happened to me.
yeah, I feel so as well. And I actually educated myself a bit about addictions, like just recently.
Yeah,
So I had like two books. I can take them later. But like even after Nofap, like recently, like a couple months ago, I started. I was really lean back then, and I started feeling like shit. And eventually, my appetite just took over. So I started binge eating at first. And at first, it was
yeah,
actually like because like I felt like shit, and my appetite was really big. But at eventually, I think it also habit took it over to some point, you know. So that's also when I had another vice to overcome, which I recently just did, but that also took like 5 months, I think. So it wasn't a quick process. But in that time, I also got depressed as fucking shit. So I also started reading more about like addictions and stuff because, in my opinion, binge eating is also just an addiction. To be honest, like
yeah,
although at first it started due to because I was actually like lean as fuck, but eventually I gained a lot of weight. Like not a lot. Like I gained 5 kilograms, I think, in that time frame. Now I feel better, but so yeah, eventually I learned about addictions and like in your brain you have like two parts of the brain, and like one part is responsible for habits, and that part of the brain also develops addictions, I guess. So it's pretty interesting to read about it. I would recommend it.
yeah.
Uh,
I actually read about it. I cannot remember the
and
name of the
like
part right now.
yeah, so the lower part of your brain that's like responsible for addictions and habits,
That's
but
the oldest part of the
it
brain.
actually tries to optimize your chances of survival, right?
Yeah,
So it's responsible for like food, shelter, all that stuff. So when you're addicted to something, that part of the brain also thinks your addiction is basically necessary for survival. So in the case of like fapping or binge eating, it thinks that you or drugs, it thinks that you need to do that to survive. But also the important thing to take away is that that part of your brain can't take control of your muscles. So all it can do is send you signals to do something, but it can't do anything. So also with that knowledge, the book went more in detail than that, but and I can't explain everything in like a short podcast, you know, because it's thick as fuck book. But with all that knowledge, it kind of helped me overcome binge eating. But I also had to gain a bit of weight because I also felt like shit at that weight. So it's also
yeah,
something I just recently came out of. But that was a tough period, I would say.
yeah. I mean, I never really had a problem with binge eating. I don't know why. Like, I guess I
I mean,
never
it's good.
really
It's good if you
like.
didn't.
Yeah, like what do you binge on? Like, is it if you
uh,
like I could not if you binged on healthy stuff, I feel like you just have to eat like 1,500 calories and then you're like done.
I mean,
Imagine binging on veggies, you would
yeah,
just
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
you would fucking die.
I mean, it would be mostly like bread and oatmeal and stuff like that. It wasn't always like complete junk. Just
Yeah.
I guess if I had to explain it felt like a demon took over for a while, you know?
Yeah,
It's hard to explain,
fat
but
Goggins.
yeah, exactly. Like Fat Audience took over, and he just started eating 6 scrambled eggs, bowls of fruity pebbles, and mini donuts. No, just
Fuck,
kidding, but
man. No, but
yeah,
like,
man.
if I ever would binge, I would just like not have shit food in my house and just eat vegetables,
Yeah,
and I would
that.
just like eat 200 calories of broccoli and then just like die, because that's so much food. I don't know. Like that's kind of a strategy I would try to
I mean, it also
just like
felt a
eat
bit
protein.
like your. No, no, I could eat a shit ton of protein, dude. Like, I kid you not. Like, it felt like your fullness signal turned off for like a while. Like,
Yeah,
and it didn't matter what you ate, So that
nice.
was crazy, dude. Well, I kid you not. I bet I ate like 10,000 calories in a sitting a few times.
Oh
Like when
shit,
I
that's
was at my
good.
leanest, I think. Like right now, I wouldn't be able to do it. Like my fullness signals feel more normal now. I guess I can just eat a normal meal and be satisfied.
Yeah. Like right now, like if I really like I, I eat a lot of food mostly because like rice is not that high calorie and it's pretty high volume. Well, it's kind of like medium volume. And I usually just eat like a lot of rice and like meats and vegetables. And like I cannot imagine binging on that because I'm basically already binging on that because I'm eating like until I'm full. And then I'm like, fuck, I have to eat like half of the pan. And so I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
like force feeding, But it's not
I
like
I
it's
usually
it's more controlled, I guess,
yeah
than binge eating.
I eat usually the same now, unless I have time to cook. But usually I just make easy as fuck shit, like oatmeal for breakfast, and then like for lunch I usually make like wraps and I take them to work. And after I come home, I just have like lean meat with potatoes and some vegetables. And then before I go to bed, I have like protein ice cream.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I mean, I can eat a lot. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like my appetite is,
Yeah.
like I can eat, dude. It's crazy. But even then, what also helped is, I mean, being busy for one. I mean, gaining weight also helped because I don't feel like shit now, and my appetite actually feels more normal. It's not like I'm fat, I'm still pretty lean, but I gained like so at my leanest I was like 76, I think, kilograms, and I'm 186 centimeters. Right now I'm around 81 kilograms. I think I'm gonna main gain now because I'm like, I don't know. I've measured my body fat today and it said like 13%, but I don't believe that shit. I think that shit wait underestimates by a bit.
Yeah.
Because when I was at my leanest, I also did that, and then it said I was like 7, and I didn't believe that for one bit, dude. Like 7 would be way more lean than what I was, dude. So I think that
Yeah,
shit
man.
is lying. So wait,
Yeah, back to Nofap.
yeah, we were really off topic.
Yeah, we just started talking about like working out and eating. What the fuck? How did we get here though?
I, oh yeah, I started talking about like how addiction works in the brain.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. I don't know how to get back.
It was about habit. Yeah, yeah, now I remember. Yeah, but it's also a part of NoFap because by fapping
Yeah, it
repeatedly,
is.
you make that habit. And
Yeah.
I guess the easiest way to explain it, the more you do it, the more the habit becomes wired in your brain, and the less you do it, the easier it becomes to not do it. I guess
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
easiest way to explain habits. Okay, back to
Yeah.
NoFap now.
Fuck. Okay, I forgot. Like, what the shit. Anyway, like, I really enjoy doing NoFap, to be honest. Like, it also saves me some time. Like, it's probably like 20 minutes a day, but that shit adds up. And there can be time doing something, more productive, something that will actually make me happy and give me more energy. So that's what I yeah, that's kind of my stance on it. I'm just trying to come back to NoFap
I,
with my
I,
thoughts.
I think for me it was even more than 20 minutes because it would take a long ass time to find that one video. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, 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 yeah,
You would go
absolutely.
to the next page, you would scroll all the way down, you would click on one video, it's
Absolutely.
like, nah, man, this shit sucks. You would go,
Yeah, that's also another problem. Like you spend like an hour just like trying to find
for
one
real,
video.
dude, like your brain becomes fucked up. I
Yeah.
knew Terry Crews also did NoFap.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I know, no, no.
He's
Yeah.
jacked as
He
fuck.
does it as well. Yeah. That's totally because of NoFap, you know?
Yeah, for
He
real.
got jacked
If
only
he didn't
because
do NoFap, bruh, he would be like ultra runner skinny.
yeah.
He would be skinny as fuck, bro.
Yeah, totally, man. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Uh
I think there are more like popular people that do NoFap, but Terry Crews is the first one that came to mind.
yeah, I do think so, yeah. Uh fuck. Anyway, like I'm trying to get back like I don't know what we didn't say about NoFap, but we for sure left out something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I also like feel
like
like
do NoFap, guys. I don't
yeah,
know
for
if
real.
girls have the same problem.
Stop being addicted.
I don't know if girls have the same problem, but like
I think
guys
so as
do fucking
well.
NoFap.
I think girls also like maybe not as bad as guys, but
I don't think they're addicted though. That's the thing. I think they watch porn,
I
but
mean
they're not
how
like addicted.
I don't know how are you gonna well I guess how are you gonna like how do you know you're addicted to something like when you want to stop but you can't stop or what?
I guess so. You know, when you like when you can't control it, that's when you're
Yeah,
addicted.
yeah,
You
I
know,
feel so as well. Yeah, I felt like
and
that.
that's why I think that they control it. You know,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, like I don't know. I
I
have no
still
fucking
think
clue.
it's not really good for your brain, even if you control it. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to do it, but that's
Yeah,
my
obvious.
stance on it. You know.
I don't know. I don't think that most girls obviously watch like hardcore porn. You know, I don't
You
think that's
never know,
like
bro. You never know.
I have no idea though. Like I don't know.
I
I
mean,
legit don't know.
I
I
definitely
have
did,
to
bro.
actually ask people. Wait, I'm gonna write this shit down. I have to
I
like
have
ask
to.
people.
Oh man.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Like
you can get ED from that stuff, boys.
yeah, girls. You can get ED. No, actually you can have erectile dysfunction when you
Yeah, yeah,
fap too
exactly, dude.
much. That happened to a lot of people.
Yeah, there's
Uh
actually a name for that, dude. I think it's called porn-induced erectile dysfunction.
yeah, okay. So I wrote it down. That's actually gonna be like one of my top questions to ask girls. Like, hey, you watch porn? You know?
I
And they're
actually
just like,
did in high school once.
yeah, I asked like
She said
somebody.
she
I
did.
don't,
She was like, yeah, like 2 times a
but
week.
I didn't ask what
Oh,
type. You
I
know?
did,
I
dude.
asked,
I did. She was like,
yeah,
she was like two guys and like one more.
so the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. But I
Okay.
didn't ask myself. Like we were in a group, you know. I bet we looked like some weirdos, but
Man, like I want to talk about like talking to people again, you know? Because like
yeah,
I feel like when you come to people without an agenda, you know, like which basically for people that don't speak English means like you don't expect something from them,
schedule.
you just want to
What?
like talk to them. They can like feel that, I guess, or just you act differently. Uh, and I think this actually happened to me once where I was at a party and I was at a bar. Obviously not drinking, mom, or anybody.
You ever drank though?
Uh, what?
You ever drank?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay,
I
wait.
mean, no, obviously not. I'm not doing illegal shit. No, and I was just sitting there, or standing there, I guess, and I don't even remember what I was doing, but that's not really important. And this chick came up next to me, and I'm like, "Hey, like, who are you? I never saw you." And she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna make up a name because I'm dumb." Like, her name was Eve. I think that's how you say it in English. And so we just started talking, and like We had a great conversation. We were talking for like 15 minutes. And like people started looking at us because she was laughing, I was laughing. It was fucking like I had a good time. And it was just like weird when I like came back and everyone was like, "Yo, how the fuck did you do that?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like I just asked like who the fuck she was. And they were like, "Oh shit," because that's when I didn't do Nofap, so that question like of sex didn't even come to my mind. So it's just like let's find out who this is because like there was a party of friends and I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" You know? Like I've never seen you. So we just like talked and it was like uh an example of when I didn't have an agenda where the conversation went like great, you know?
Yeah, yeah, it definitely. When you said like sex doesn't come to mind, that's actually true. Cause now I remember when I used to fap, I actually did go out to a bar once, and I got drunk as fuck, so I wasn't really scared to approach girls anymore. And from what I remember that time, I actually like when I talked to girls, like the first thing that came to mind was shit, man. I want them to
Sex.
get laid, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
right now, that shit it doesn't come up
You would
like
probably just
instantly, you
talk
know.
like and have fun. I
Yeah,
don't know, but
exactly.
like
Like you have more mental space. I don't know how to explain it, but like
yeah.
you're it's
When you think when you talk to girls and you're on like porn, like most of the things you think about is like porn and then other
yeah,
things.
it's owning
But then
it's
yeah, it's
owning
owning
spaces
you.
in your head, dude.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you're
yeah. And
allowing
when
things to
when you
own space
stop,
in
it's
your
just
head,
like not
you're
even
losing.
there. Or it is there. It's still like that like it's a girl, but it's not really like the thing that you talk about. It's like not what I want to say. That's you can talk about it, but that's not like the main thing that you think about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
I fucking love it. I fucking love being like this because it's annoying to just like being weird, I guess. I
yeah.
find that annoying.
I mean, I don't want to be normal as well, but also not weird in that sense, you know. I just want
Yeah,
to
I don't want to
be
be weird in the
uncommon amongst
sense.
uncommon, I guess. That's
Yeah,
the best way to
yeah,
put it.
yeah, yeah. That's
Not
the way.
weird with hentai and shit like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
other shit. But yeah,
yeah. No, seriously, it's weird. Like when you're just thinking about sex, it's hard to like talk to people normally.
exactly, dude. Exactly.
And
That's
like
the
the people see it, and even though it might not be like conscious, subconsciously they know that something is off, and they're like a little bit more defensive, and they're like, "What's up with this guy?" And mostly you are like awkward. When you talk to people, you're like awkward. So no, I don't mean like you, but like when, but like seriously, like when I used to do that, I was like awkward, so that people consciously and unconsciously knew that I was fucking weird, and that just like fucks up the whole conversation for like both of the people.
yeah, true.
So
Yeah, I
fuck
I
man,
actually
like
agree.
I just like need to get out of my comfort zone and just start talking to people. I might just start with like normal people, like not girls that I'm like attracted to that much, or just like normal like guys. Just say like, "Hey, hi, what's up?" and talk to them for a while, and then
Yeah,
just
just go
like build
out of
on that.
town and just be like, yo.
Yo, let's do a fucking challenge, bro. Like every time you can, like I don't know, like it needs to be specific. I want to say every day, but like I'm not in the city every day, so I
Yeah,
cannot. So every day that you are somewhere where you can meet new people, you have to meet at least one person and talk to them, and not just the hi.
yeah.
Okay?
Shit, bro. All right,
Let's do that
let's
shit
go.
from now on to forever.
Fuck it.
Because
Wait,
no, let's do 30 days, but like this is probably gonna be forever.
how do you usually start a conversation with someone? I just want to
I don't
ask.
know, just me
Am
just
I
saying
overthinking
hi
it?
and either just start like how are you doing, which I don't know, that seems kind of like fucking like small talk. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I do like you need to start with that a little bit, but I guess start with the obvious, like and when you're at an event, just like ask how they're enjoying it, and just like say your name and be like, "What's up?" Like I'm fucking Jacob or Kuba. How I've never met you before. Like I
Yeah.
think we need to meet. So
For real.
I guess like that. I don't know. I think it's like event specific or just like obvious shit. Just like talk about them, I guess. And that's how, you know, you make shit memorable when you like ask them questions and not just like bland questions, but like actually interesting
Yeah,
questions and you're like actually interested and you're listening and then you're like responding, which is something that I've actually learned how to make better conversations. Is just like really be there and listen and then like watch their body language and if they're like nervous about something be like, yo, why you like why is this like something that's a problem, or they're like really excited, just be like, yo, you must be really excited, and because the body shows it but they don't say it, so they see that you pay attention, or that usually they just think that you know their thoughts, you know, and you're like, yo, you're really excited about that shit, and they're like, fuck yeah, I am. How did you know? And I'm like, I just know, you know. And that's really a great thing for conversations, or at least what I found, you know.
yeah. I think my biggest problem is overthinking it, man. Like those people
Like
are
when exactly?
like just starting it. I think. Like
Just like before? Just
yeah,
before?
exactly, bro.
Yeah, I have the same thing, but like when you get in the conversation, it's
Yeah,
okay.
that is easy for me. Like it's not like crazy social
Just say
anxiety.
one word and you're already like, okay.
Yeah, true, true. Yeah, yeah, true. I don't have much else to say, man.
Like, you
But
know, when you say hi, like the worst thing that they do is just like not say hi
yeah,
back.
for real, like they're not gonna go to sleep thinking about not saying hi back.
And they're not gonna do anything to you when you say hi to them then, you know?
Yeah, true.
There's gonna be the worst thing probably is they just walk away, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you're like, fuck you, you know? Like don't be mean. And
Yeah, for
but
real.
most like I don't think anybody's actually gonna do that though,
I actually
you
worked
know?
at a grocery store for like a year
Some
and a
people
half,
might do that.
so I had to talk to a lot of people there. But I mean, I have a bit of experience, but it's not
Yeah,
so
so
good.
like you don't have a problem with that probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, I seriously like see it as a challenge because it is a challenge for us. It's like
yeah,
moving
true. It
us.
actually is. Like
But
it's gonna
fuck.
improve us though.
Yeah.
So it's
Man, I
good.
have to go to the toilet, so I'll be right back.
All right. Yep.
One. All right, so we're back from a break again. Anyway, so what I wanted to say before like we stop the break is that we should like make more episodes. We should probably go like, can you like dedicate like 15 minutes to this every day?
Yeah.
You know, so that we can just like we don't have to even be together. You know, that's the fun thing. We can just get together like once a week, make a full-length podcast, and then every day we can either like switch it up. So you make an episode one day, or
All
I
like
make
that.
an episode. And we just like talk for like 15 minutes about a lesson we learned or something that
All
can
like
help,
that.
you know? Just like it can
Yeah.
be just like 5 minutes, you know? If we can do that, then just why not, you know?
Like a
And just
daily
like
reflection or
build.
some type or
Well, I guess so, but uh it doesn't even have to be daily.
yeah, true.
Like maybe like 3 times a week, or like so that we have just more episodes. Not only that, but we can help more people by the things that we are learning. Maybe what we can do right now, I thought of that, is that we can, like, if we read something in a book that might help, you know, just talk about that for a while. If we find something, example for me, you know what the Wim Hof method is, the
Yeah,
breathing?
yeah, the breathing method.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I started doing that like a week ago. It's fucking great, man. It is really good.
He's
And I
Dutch, man.
started. Yeah, 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 I know. He lives like, well, he lived on the border of Czech Republic and Poland.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
love
saw a
it.
video of him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's great. Now he lives in Amsterdam, I think, but I don't know. And so just what I've been doing now is just waking up and doing the most uncomfortable thing that I can think of, which is
Running.
go take a swim in the river.
Oh yeah.
And like seriously, I've been doing that for like 3 days, and I already like my mind just wakes up and it's like fuck. Like I don't want to do it. I can feel myself not wanting to do it, but if I stick with it, after like 2 weeks, it's probably not gonna be a problem.
Do it.
So what I do is just wake up, do the Wim Hof method, go to the river, and come back and lift. And then I usually just go to work, make some tea. I am starting to do like fasting right now, which kind of is hard when you are fuck, it's 4 already. Exactly, that's the problem. Is that like I am fasting from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. the next day, and
To 10
that's kind
p.m.
of a
or 10 a.m.
problem. 10 a.m. Sorry, 10
Okay.
a.m. the next day. And the problem is that like fitting 3,700 calories in that 8 hours
Yeah, that's
is
hard.
kind of fucking hard. So I'm trying to like optimize that shit. So I need to eat like probably at least like I don't know where my phone is. It's right here. But like at least 1,200 more calories today. So I need to do that when we finish. But I really enjoy the Wim Hof method, and I just thought that we can just make like lessons for people. It can be just like 10 minutes
Yeah,
and
yeah, of
just like
course.
talk about something that can help people, and so people don't have to waste. I don't know, it's not wasting time, but they don't
Dude,
have to listen to like a hour, 2 hour
true, true.
show.
It makes sense.
They can just. But
Maybe,
like I still think that like
maybe
the
like
full
also
length show
post,
would be good.
I know, like working out stuff or shit, maybe also.
Well, yeah, but like where? Like on the
Yeah,
YouTube? Maybe.
yeah,
Maybe
maybe.
on the YouTube. Maybe what we can do is create a second channel and just have this for just the
The
podcast,
podcast. Yeah,
you know?
that makes sense. And then like the other stuff, maybe like, yeah,
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
said,
yeah.
like shorts and like lessons, I guess.
Yeah, not only that, like I think that the lessons should be a part of the podcast.
Yeah, and you mean like specifically a channel like to motivate others?
No,
Do it like that?
specifically channel for like working out.
Oh, like
You
anything.
just said like workouts, and so
Yeah,
just like all the other shit from the podcast, the like not that is not the podcast. So like the podcast will just consist of like maybe uh like full length show for sure, then this like lessons kind of a thing, and then maybe like cut outs of like the full length show, like interesting moments.
dude, that seems like a great idea. Like we can use this to
And
talk about it, and like the other channel to actually
yeah,
show the
yeah,
audience
yeah,
that
yeah,
we
yeah.
actually do this shit.
Yeah, actually like show like working out and like
Yeah,
basically all the shit, like reading, like what to
yeah,
read, how
that's
to read.
that's a good shit. Like book reviews or some shit, maybe.
Oh yeah,
So
that can
yeah,
be fun.
exactly. That seems like a good idea. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of work though. I don't mind though.
Yeah, me neither. I like
That's gonna be a
work.
lot of work. Like okay, let's do this shit.
Fuck
Like
yeah, dude. That's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
awesome.
like how long this is gonna take, but for sure we can do that.
That's gonna
Like
be awesome.
I have like way more, I bought like more books, man. I have like
Yeah,
way more books.
I have one book arriving. It's called The Compound Effect, and right now I have two other books to read.
Yeah.
The Compound Effect, I
Then
think I saw it on Cam's story. I was like, this motherfucker.
really,
Yeah, I saw it, and I was like, this motherfucker is reading it. Okay, I'm gonna read it as well. And then
yeah, yeah.
I bought it, but it hasn't arrived yet.
Yeah, bro, like do you remember the bookshelf that I have?
Yeah.
Like how it looks? It's almost full now. There's like this much space for like maybe like 10, like 7 books can fit there.
Yeah,
And
dude.
the books that I have actually like lying around would fill up the bookshelf. Because I have like way too much books just like fucking lying around everywhere. Because every time I see a book, I'm like, fuck, I need to read. And
Reading
if
is
if
a
it was all in my room, like on the bookshelf, I would never be like reminded that
yeah,
I need to read. Now
yeah,
it's like on my bed, on the table, like in the kitchen, like everywhere. There are like books that inspire me that I need to read.
yeah. I have next to my bed. I have like how is that thing called? Uh, like a shelf next to
Uh,
your bed. You know. Okay, just a shelf next to your bed. I forgot the name, but I
Table? I don't know.
I don't know, but
No.
I lay my the book that I'm reading. I lay it there, and like all my other books, I have it somewhere else. So it's literally next to me when I'm in bed. So what the fuck am I gonna do? It puts me to sleep. Like reading for reading means I'll sleep way better after. So at least 30 minutes every day. Try to do
Nightstand.
more.
Nightstand.
Yeah, that stuff. That stuff. And I also have a
Nightstand.
fucking fan because it's fucking hot here, dude. I can't fucking sleep, dude. It's way too hot.
Dude, I have the, I don't know how to call it. It's like a thing inside the window so that the mosquitoes and everything doesn't come in.
Oh yeah,
It is
no.
amazing.
Yeah, I don't have any
It is.
mosquitoes.
I have the window open all the time, like all the time. Like right now it's closed, obviously because like I'm filming, but like otherwise it's like open all the time. I love it.
Yeah, I don't have any mosquitoes, but it's just hot. Like the sun is fucking shining.
You don't have mosquitoes. That must be fucking nice, you know.
Yeah,
I
true.
hate mosquitoes. It's the
Me too.
worst. Like
Fuck
mosquitoes are
mosquitoes, dude.
so fucking annoying.
Also, dude, I'm gonna go on vacation in 2 weeks for 2 weeks. Just wanted to mention it.
Nice,
I'm gonna
man.
go
Where
to
are you going?
Poland, bro. To the
Where?
mountains.
Poland?
Yeah, bro. To the
Poland?
mountains.
Nice, man. That's
I
great.
think it's
Fuck, that's
close to the border with Slovakia, I
wait,
guess.
it's
Yeah,
Zakopane,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nice. I know where you're going.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm gonna
I
hike
wanted to
like a
actually, I
motherfucker.
wanted to like ride a bike there, but it's
Let's
way
go.
too far away. It's way too far
500
away, man.
kilometers.
Yeah, it's like 500
Shit,
kilometers.
man. Yeah, dude. Dude. I might film like hiking or some shit.
Yeah, that would be great. We
Yeah.
can put that on the
Yeah,
channel.
exactly. That's what I was thinking,
Let's
dude.
fucking go.
That channel is a smart
Let's
ass
just do
idea.
vlogs, you know? Let's
Yeah,
just do fucking
exactly, man. And
vlogs.
then like podcasts on the side. Fuck yeah, dude. That
Fuck
would
yeah,
be
bro.
fucking awesome.
That would be great.
I have
Yeah,
Adobe
that would be
Premiere
fun.
Pro, so I can also edit, you know. I've edited
So do I,
videos
bro.
before. Hell yeah,
Wait,
bro.
you have Premiere Pro, so you can fucking edit this podcast. We're
Yeah,
kind
dude.
of like a lot of deviation from Nofap, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, true.
Doesn't
Like,
fucking matter.
it's still
Maybe
fun.
we can, maybe you can just cut it in half and just like, okay, we just talked about Nofap, and then the rest of it is just like
Extra.
us
It's icing on the
talking.
cake.
Yeah. No, but we can actually like make two podcasts of this because it's been like what, like almost two
Yeah, I think it's
hours.
almost 2 hours. That's a long ass podcast.
And like half of it is not about
Yeah.
Nofap, you
I
know?
mean, some of Joe Rogan's podcasts are like 3 hours.
I don't really mind it. Yeah, fuck it. Let's keep it a one podcast. People are not gonna listen to the whole
Yeah,
thing
true.
probably anyway.
True.
So no, but really, like we can make like three small episodes, so we can just like or four, let's just do four, or it doesn't really matter, you know? Like three or four small episodes, release that, and then just do one longer show. And if we don't do the longer show, people won't like give us shit, or we won't be that we won't have that big of a problem because we know we release the smaller shows, you know?
Yeah,
So
true.
it's not like we're gonna have like 2 months without like a single episode coming out. Plus, we'll have the other channel,
For real.
which is gonna be fun. But I kind of need to like take some shit and just like get it out of my life so that I'm not like doing too much stuff, you know?
Yeah, I understand.
Because right now, I don't know about the training. I want to finish the training for sure, and I want to continue with the training,
Me too.
like training people, obviously. That's what I'm talking about right now. And so I want to continue with that, plus my working out, plus my reading, plus adding on this. I think I need to like remove shit, some things that I'm doing that don't need to be done. So I'm just gonna have to find out what things need to get out of my life,
Just
you know?
sleep 30 minutes, bro. No, just
Yeah,
kidding.
that's the plan. Just sleep just don't sleep for a week,
For real.
then sleep for a week, you know? For a full week. Sleep back to time.
Yeah, bro.
No, man, like I don't know. I think this is gonna be a good starting chapter for us. And also we're gonna like document our life, which is gonna be
Yeah,
fun
for
watching
real,
back
dude.
on.
Yeah, man.
That's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be awesome.
Plus, it's probably gonna help some people, which is
Yeah, exactly. I
kind
was
of
thinking
like
as well.
the best part about it.
For real.
So yeah, man, like I really think this is gonna be great
Yeah, me too.
thing. Anyway, so what do we want to talk about? Like how long have you been recording anyway? Like hour
Like
and 40
20.
minutes?
I think
If
I
you
only.
open OBS, if you open OBS
No,
on the
I have a
right,
few recordings because I stopped twice to when you. I've had like a break twice, so I have multiple recordings of this one.
oh shit, so you didn't pause it.
No, yeah, I started a new one after that,
Oh, fuck. Doesn't matter.
but it's still like
Bro, you can edit that shit. You know how to do
yeah,
that
exactly.
probably.
I know how that is. So.
Yeah, man, that's good shit. And do you have the access to the YouTube channel? I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
do, I do.
Yeah, okay, so that's fucking great. I'll also give you access to Anchor, which is, stop recording. We'll talk. Like, this is not like.
What about the intro, outro,
So,
bro?
yeah, so anyway, if you actually listened this far, thank you. Uh, give it a thumbs up. Or if you're not listening on YouTube, then just rate us. Or even if you don't rate us, the thing we want you to do is if you like this podcast and if it help you, then just tell a friend that you think would like it. And I don't know, you have something to add, Jacob?
No, it's all right. So yeah, just if you liked it, reach out to a friend and check us out. Till next time.
Yeah, stay hard,
Yeah, stay hard,
stay
brothers.
strong, both. Yeah.